What is up? Thank you for coming to my channel, Prison POV. Shout out to the members of the channel. Shout out to the Point of View crew and trip on this. Hey homeboy, fightthepoison.com. If you go to fightthepoison.com, you'll find they have lots of bomb merch, fire merch, bro, and all has to revolve around supporting sobriety. So if you support sobriety, I'd like you to support sobriety by going to fightthepoison.com and checking out some of their fire merch, homeboy. And not only that, though, I hope you guys are taking full advantage of superboxcolorado.store. How many people by a raise of hands have got themselves a cable box already from superboxcolorado.store? I can't say enough good things about that cable box. I mean, I stand behind it. Even though I already have one, I hope Santa shoots me another for Christmas, homeboy. Where you at? It's the best cable box ever. No hookup fee, no monthly charge. Just plug it in, let it rip, watch what you want, when you want, even pay-per-view. I'm telling you, it's the best cable box ever. I hope you're getting your loved ones. It's a perfect gift for the holiday season. I hope you're getting your loved ones a cable box. And I hope you're getting them some merch from fightthepoison.com, homeboy. But trip on this! Right here is where I apologize. I owe you guys a huge apology. Why, Splinter? Because of last night. I messed up, bro. I mean, my heart was in the right place. Seems like every time I go to do this, I go to Community tab to leave an update, to leave a post, to let you guys know what I'm doing, what I'm working on. And I'll say, hey, I got this video coming out later. And it always something ends up happening where I end up looking like a fat mouth liar. And that's the last thing I want to look like, brother, on here. No, I mean, hey, dog, I did this Community tab last night. With pure heart, the greatest intentions. And I said, would you guys like a live or would you like a video this evening? And the votes were split pretty much right down the middle, 50-50. I decided to go ahead and do a live for sake of time. Because it was getting late, and these videos take a while to upload. So, but before the live, though, Sue and I got into a epic banger, bro. Just a huge fight, bro. Yelling match, dude, off the hook, off the chain, let her rip full blast, to the point that our dogs got in an uproar. Our dogs got in a tiffy and start barking and running around, chasing their tails, chasing each other. And one of them even bit me, bro. It's already red and getting infected. Hey, homeboy, no, I will not front my dog off and say which one bit me. It doesn't matter, bro. I will take that to my grave, homeboy. Even last night, I seen one of my friends. Told him what happened. Me and Sue got in a big banger of a fight. The dogs were getting all in a tiffy, and one of them rushed out and nipped me. They got so excited. And my friend said, well, did you punish the dog? Absolutely not. It's not the dog's fault. It's my fault and Sue's fault, homeboy, for just getting in the big fighting, yelling match. The dogs do not like a dude to get in an uproar. But the reason why Sue and I got in a big uproar of a fight that was so hardcore to where I got nipped and had to put out the content last night, we got into a fight over this right here. Apple cider vinegar. That's what started the big fight last night. To put our house in uproar, got me nipped, got everything just crazy, bro. The reason being, the saga of sugar continues. Been saying that sugar has bad ears. Took her to the vet. Vet wasn't worth a shit. We got no relief. I myself went to the doctor, got some antibiotics. Fed a lot of them to sugar, and she recovered and got well. Her ears got much better. No more black gunk, no more redness, no more heat coming off of them. But yet, I'd say healed like, 80%. Because there's still like a 20% little something there because she's still pawing at it. She's not completely 100% comfortable. I mean, to our eyes, yeah, healed. But the way she's acting, still struggling a little tiny bit. But, no worries because you guys said, not to blame you guys, but a lot of people said, and I even Googled it, use apple cider vinegar under dogs' ears to clean them out. And it'll clean them out, refresh them, heal them on up, bro, and they'll be beautiful. So I bought some apple cider vinegar, but while I was gone, Sue took it upon herself to grab some of it, use it on sugar without diluting it with water. Just poured some of it in her ear. And then she started howling and flipping out. It was painful. It bothered her. Then Sue felt bad. She's like, oh my God. And then I got home and then Sue jumped my shit. You dumb motherfucker. You tell me to wash the dog's ears out with this. I did it. You know, it caused her a problem. She was, you know, obviously in discomfort. She's like, I calmed her down now, but you should have seen her. She was running around. It was causing her pain. What the fuck? And I was like, well, did you dilute it with water? She's like, no. I was like, we were supposed to dilute it. Look, let's Google it. Googled it. They're like, Google's like, yeah, you know, 50-50. Even that's what you guys said. Half water, half apple cider vinegar. She's like, no, I didn't dilute it. That was a couple days ago. Then last night, Sugar was like pulling out her ears again. And I was like, well, let's clean it out with the apple cider vinegar. So he was like, no, I did that, and she did not like it. I said, but you didn't dilute it. Let me dilute it with water. And I Googled it, like I said, half water, half apple cider vinegar. I even put more water in it than necessary. Smelled like vinegar, and Sue said, don't use it because I don't think she'll like it. But Sue tells me, dude, it wouldn't matter, bro. There could be a $100 bill on the ground. I'm like, I'm going to go pick it up. Sue would be like, no, don't. Anything I say I'm going to do, she'll say don't do. She disagrees and argues with me about everything, so it's no surprise I'm like, let's dilute it and try it now. No, don't. Just always fight with you, bro. So diluted it, bro. Went to try it, clean her ears out, and again, she howled, chased her tail, started barking, got up all upset, and then Sue got, what the fuck? Jumped my shit again. I was like, well, I diluted it. I mean, I did what they said. I thought, So, I mean, damn, bro, it turned into a big old banger of a fight. So I apologize. No content last night. It was freaking live over here, brother. And yeah, I got a little bite, but I'll never snitch my dog out, homeboy. Hey, let's get it, let's go. This video is some of Blue Team's finest. I did a video on the gang from Bakersfield, the gang of Peckerwoods, homeboy. Blue Team. Did a video on them. I have some other videos planned. They're the homeboys, a solid group of dudes from Bakersfield, homeboy. But this video right here is Blue Team's finest. I'm going to cover 3 dudes from Blue Team, bro. Ace, Spoon Dawg, and Danny Boy. And let's get it, let's go. But before I say all that, I must say, hey, just hang on. We are going to do a live. Because, dude, I have updates to share with you guys. A list of updates as long as my arm. There's so many things I need to share with you guys that I can't just get out in a video. And one of those updates is going to pop up in the Spoon Dawg story, bro. You guys are going to really get a kick out of it. I cannot wait. Let's get it, let's go! Blue Team's finest. Where are you at? Ace. Let's talk about the homeboy Ace. Solid dude. Good friend of mine. He has a Blue Team tattooed on his face. Real good fighter. Down to get him up with anybody, anytime. He's down to sling him. He's down to chuck him. You know, he's a tall dude, kind of skinny, got them long arms, which oftentimes we'll refer to as buggy whips. And sometimes them tall, skinny dudes with them long arms get to swinging them buggy whips. Dude, you'll find yourself on the ground, homeboy, knock the fizzuck out. So Ace can sling him, dog. Really good. He's a very good fighter, and he has a lot of heart. That's why I would have had my hands full if it would have gone down how it was supposed to go down. Splinter, what do you mean? Had it gone down how it was supposed to go down. What do you mean by that? Well, because Ace got sent by one of the homeboys to get me. To attack me, bro. One of the homeboys pumped him up and was like, when you see Splinter over there, get his ass, homeboy. Trip on this. One of the homeboys, Bo, sent Ace over to ICDTP to tax my ass, bro. Whip my ass. Not that I was green-lighted. Not that I was in any kind of trouble. But just as a favor to Bo. Bo told Ace, hey, do me this solid favor. Because I was already in ICDTP. Ace is on the way. Bo was like, oh, you're going over there and you'll see Splinter. Bo told Ace. And when you get there, beat his fucking ass. But when Ace got over there, bro, he didn't. And I'll tell you why in a minute. But here's what Bo was tripping on. You're not going to believe this. So I get busted. My house gets raided. It's at a time when I have a lot of money because I just got an inheritance. So I'm sitting in county jail. I got a few $100s on my books. With access to several hundred more. Actually, access to thousands more. Money's not an issue. Dude, I am kicking like Bruce Lee. I am kicking like Van Damme, homeboy. I am just going through hardcore heroin withdrawals in H-Pod in Kern County Jail pre-trial. In H-Pod, the doors are open all day. The cell doors are open. They open at 3 a.m. They don't shut till 8 p.m. So you're out all day in the day room, going from cell to cell, visiting people, out all day. But there's nothing to hustle up, nothing to get your hustle on, because there's nothing. Be lucky to come up on a cigarette, homeboy, or a sleeping pill. And I'm kicking heroin bad. And there's one other dude over there kicking heroin with me, the homeboy Bo. Solid ass homeboy. Has a lot of juice, has a lot of yank, a lot of respect in the town of Bakersfield. One of the older homeboys, done a grip of time, put a grip of work in. People listen to this dude, bro. Bo. His real name is not Bo. He got named after Bo from the show Dukes of Hazzard. Because I guess one of his cellies back in the day said, man, you look like Bo from Dukes of Hazzard. So they called him Bo. Bo Duke, homeboy. So now Bo Duke, I'm over there with him and we're kicking heroin. But I got a gang of money in my books. Can't buy no freaking Gattaca, but I can buy food, all the food I want. And so I'm loading up, dude. The most you can get, though, is 15 snacks and 15 salted items. So I'm just making pecker pies, I'm just making spreads, and I'm just eating, trying to eat my worries away. But you know what? You'd be surprised how fast 15 snacks and 15 salted items go. I mean, they go, you can eat 15 snacks up, candy bars and honey buns up in a day, maybe 2 days. And then 15 salted items, that's nothing, bro. You want at least 2 soups a day, that's 14 soups, that's 14 salted items. What the fizzuck? Nah, bro, that is not enough. So what I started doing was putting money on Bo's books. $100 a week, whatever the case may be. So then Bo can get 15 salted items, 15 sugar items. Then I can get 15 salted items, 15 sugary items. We have 30 of each, a big old pile of food. Him and I are not sleeping. We're up 24/7 and we're just eating. Making pecker pies and getting our grub on, bro. And I'm sitting there with him for 3 weeks waiting to go to ICDTP. And for those 3 weeks, I was putting money on his books so that he can go to store so I can get a double up. Makes sense? Pretty easy to understand, huh? Comprende? I mean, it makes sense to me, bro. It checks out. But when they called me to go to ICDTP, and I'm still in Kern County Jail, but I'm Max Mead, a different part of the jail, and now I go over there to whatever the case, I'm over there, and I quit putting money on Bo's books. Duh! Why would I continue to put money on his books when the only reason I was doing it is so that I can double up? Because I found out that 15 salted items and 15 sugary items didn't cut it. Money on Bo's books, double up, right? You know what I mean? So when I go to the other side of the program, bro, ICDTP, I quit putting money on Bo's books, and he got pissed. I'm mad, bro. Angry. His old lady called my old lady up, just bitching. Ex-old lady. My old lady is GEG. This is some other hoe. What's my hood rat, homeboy? Hey! His old lady called the chick I was with at the time and said, what's up? I mean, Bo didn't get his money slipped this week. I mean, he put the money in to go to store like he didn't get his canteen. And so the chick I was with tried to explain nicely, oh, well, you know, Splinter's not over there anymore. The only reason Splinter was putting money on Bo's books is so Splinter can have access to that money. In fact, he's over here now and he's doing the same thing. I got money on his books and I got money on some other dude's books he already told me to do. So now he's doubling up over there. But, I mean, there's no point in it. And Bo's girlfriend hung up the phone, bro. Fuck that. Got mad, bro. Felt disrespected, got heated. So then the homeboy Ace comes through. H-Pod, Bo sees him. They're hanging out programming. Ace has heart, bro. I mean, you tell him to go whip someone's ass, he'll go whip someone's ass. And Bo's telling him, dude, Splinter disrespected me, man, big time. When you get over there to Mother Fizzuck and in custody drug treatment program, I'd appreciate if you do me a solid and take Splinter's head off. And Ace's like, I will, okay, I will. So then he came over to ICDTP with me, bro. And with me, I never knew him before that. He says, I'm Ace. I go, I'm Splinter. What's crazy is there's 4 units he could have went in. B1, B2, B3, B4. He just happened to land at B4 where I was at. He lands with a mission to just kick my ass, dog. But we meet, we hang out, start talking, and he likes me. Because I'm a cool dude, bro. And he's a cool dude, and you know, real recognize real. And we just start chopping it up, and we're joking around, and Ace starts thinking, why would I whip this dude's ass? I mean, for what? Because Bo said? And he starts, you know, then later Ace came clean. He's like, dude, you're not going to believe this. After about 2 weeks. It took him like a week to decide if he wanted to do it. At first, he was just going to come over and take my head off. Then he met me, and he's like, well, let me investigate. Ace is thinking to himself, let me feel this dude out and see if... And after about a week or so, he decided no. And after 2 weeks, he told me. But what's crazy is for a week, he was plotting on me, filling me out, whether or not he should hit me or not. And I had no clue. I'm thinking, hey, this is a new friend. Isn't this guy great? Man, I really like him. Let's have a cup of coffee, Ace. This dude's cool. Want to play pinochle? I'm just enjoying his company. I'm thinking he's a cool-ass dude. I'm loving his life. I'm giving him my number so he can call me when we get out. Let's hang out. Let's do the damn thing. And the whole time he's like, yeah, I'm going to break this dude's fucking jaw. This first chance I get. Or whatever I deem it fit. Whatever the case, bro. Hey, I wonder how many times that has happened. 1,000,000! Or someone's in prison just walking a lap with someone. And the dude has a shank in the pocket, can get him. Or how about the guy that shows up at a prison with kites? Because every time you go from one prison to the next, you usually take kites with you. Oh, you're going to Soledad? Yeah. Oh, here, take these kites, give them to so-and-so. And you give the kite to so-and-so, and it's telling them, hey, to whack the dude that handed them the kite. Do you have your own freaking kill hit list, your hit list? The hit that's on you, you handed delivered. Crazy, bro. Shit happens. So I had no idea. Now, Ace and I never did hook up and program on the streets. We never got a chance. Really, the only time I seen him was in ICDTP that time. We have talked over the phone a few times. But I think that's a good thing. Because if we'd hooked up on the streets, bro, we'd probably both be doing life or at least long, lengthy prison systems. We would have kicked up some serious dust together, homeboy. Believe that. So shout out to Ace. I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but he has blue team on his face real big right here. Pro that fool represents to the fullest, dog. Knock him up right out. Quick! Now another dude from Blue Team's finest is Spoon Dawg. Where you at? Everyone loves Spoon Dawg, bro. Now here's an update for you. Give me your good ear. I really want you to hear this. I, very soon as a matter of fact, within 3 weeks time or so, am going to be performing live at a comedy club, doing a comedy set routine. A little 10-minute set or so at a comedy club. Maybe 2 days in a row. Maybe Saturday, Friday and Saturday night, or Saturday, Sunday. I don't know. Maybe 2 on Friday. I'm not sure how it's going to go. I know I got at least one night sewed up. A little 10-minute thing, a little spot. I got a little comedy manager dude. He's all up in the mix. He's working it out for me. Someone saw the show, liked my comedy style. Not even trying to have a comedy style. I think that's what they liked about it as well. Saw some of the stories, thought they were really funny, and said, dude, we can work with this. Now I'm going to be performing, bro. What? I need to slow down and count to 10. You can tell I'm getting excited because my speech pattern starts to speed up and it starts to trip over my world. Calm down, Splinter. Bro, I'm going to be performing, dog. Performing at a comedy club somewhere in the next 3 weeks or so. Not just somewhere. Well, I don't want to tell you where. I know where. I'll tell you where soon. But dude's going to be off the hook. And you know what? Spoon Dawg is actually going to make the cut. He makes a set, bro. Because Spoon Dawg is a funny story, bro. Now, Spoon Dawg's real name is Kenny. And almost every single Kenny I've ever met is a badass dude, bro. Crookside Wood. Where's he at? Crookside Wood. He's a Kenny. And he'll put you on your pockets hella quick, dog. I've never met a weak Kenny ever. Those fools always could throw those haymakers and knock people out. They know how to break people's jaws. But I did know one weak Kenny, weakish, when I was in elementary school. I mean, I hate to call a 4th or 5th grade kid weak. But it's not that he was weak even, it was just he was smaller than everybody else. Half the size. When I was in 4th grade, bro, there's a kid named Kenny, half the size of everybody else. And we all told him daily, it wasn't just me, a lot of people said to him, hey Kenny, the reason why you're so small is because your mom smoked when she was pregnant with you. And he'd just be like, nah, whatever. It is what it is. Ethics, schmethics. So see, he wasn't weak at all, bro. He was actually a badass, as it turns out, by being able to be put down and insulted and be like, well, whatever. Hey, Kenny, the reason why you're a half pint is because your mom smoked. She's pregnant with you. Is what it is. Hey, bro, I respect that Kenny after all. But Spoon Dawg, his name was Kenny. I can't even remember why he was in need of people's spoons all the time, but he was constantly walking around saying, can I borrow your spoon, dog? Can I borrow your Spoon Dawg? And the things I'm sharing with you here are not part of the Spoon Dawg comedy set. Don't be listening to this and like, nah, Splinter, this ain't that funny. You're doing a comedy set talking about Spoon Dawg. I'm not feeling this for a comedy set. No, bro, I'm not giving you the good stuff, but I am talking about Spoon Dawg. And you will love this shit, right? This is cool. But what I'm saying about old Spoon Dawg is he'd walk around saying, let me use your spoon, dog. And I have no idea why for a cup of coffee. It's not really the spoon he was interested in. It was the food that was attached to it or the coffee. He wanted to bite of someone's soap ball, homeboy. They're sitting there eating a spread, and he walks up, let me use your spoon, dog. Borrows their spoon and digs in this person's spread. Good peckerwood pie. Walk around with an empty cup. Hey, let me use your spoon, dog. Get their spoon. Could I have a shot of coffee? Oh, thanks. Walk around, hey, let me use your spoon, dog. Now, the crazy story associated and attached with Spoon Dog is that I had this guy named Josh beat up for cheap shotting Spoon Dog out on the tier. Josh got really mad at Spoon Dog, and just on the tier one day, he came walking up, and on the fizz up, is that him? Just on the tier one day, he got hella mad, came walking up to him and just cheap shotted him and punched him in front of God and everybody. And Spoon Dog went to go rush Josh, but people grabbed him. It was broke up, and I had the keys of the building, and I said, Josh, you're in trouble, dude. You're going to get 2 for 1. That's out of line. You do not cheap shot somebody or blindside somebody when you're fighting them. So you're going to get 2 for 1, Josh, in the bathroom. But then when I went to go fight Spoon Dog myself, because I pinned his homeboy Bam Bam. And so after I pinned Bam Bam, Spoon Dog's like, I want some of Splinter, which is pretty common around among Bakersfield Woods. A lot of times if you, whip a Bakersfield Woods ass, one of his homeboys can be like, well, I want to catch the fade too. You whip my homeboy's ass, you beat him down, you pinned him, you got him, I want some. So I pinned Bam Bam, and because of that, Spoon Dog said, well, I want some then, Splinter. And he was announcing that he wants some of my ass on the other side of the dorm. I'm in a dorm. It's a 2-tier dorm. And there's 3 sides, A, B, and C. I'm in A side. He's in C side. But it's open. I could hear him. I could see him. And he's saying, I'm going to get Splinter's ass. Oh, he pinned my homeboy Bam Bam? Well, what's up then, Splinter? I want to catch the fade. And I knew he was coming over to A side to get me. So I hid in between 2 bunks. So then as he walked by, I could rush out from between those 2 bunks and blindside him, grab him, hem him up, body slam him, and what's up, fool? Snatch that fool up, dog. And so that's what happened. Hidden between the 2 bunks, Spoon Dog walked past me, dude, I jumped down, boom, bro, got that ass. And then people said, well, wait a minute, though, was it, when Josh cheap shot at Spoon Dog, and then what did you just do? Cheap shot? No! It's not the same, not even close. What are you insinuating? Spit it out. Oh, are you saying I, myself, cheap shotted Spoon Dog? No. Different circumstances, not even the same, not even close. But trip on this other 3rd member of Blue Team, one of the finest. Bro, I can make a part 2 and a part 3 of Blue Team's finest. They got so many gangbanger homeboy and off the hook members, I could just do videos all day. But the 3rd one for this video, Danny Boy, brother. Now, Danny Boy has one of those big old clown things on the face. One of those big old clown tattoos. I know you've seen it. It's, depending on how big it is, but it's clown makeup. Under the eye, a little triangle thing above the eye. Some people just get a line. Some people go really huge, big, with a big triangle. Some people do both sides. I've seen the smile. But Danny Boy had one of the big clown tattoo, and his was pretty darn big. And now trip on this, bro. I stand on this. I will die on this hill that tattoo, the clown tattoo that got really popular for a while, you've seen it everywhere, started right here in Kern County. Started in Taft, as a matter of fact. Bro, I know for a fact it did. The person who started that is a dude named Tiny Boy from Brown Pride Locals, a white Southsider from Taft, from BPLS. He got his like in 98, bro, and nobody had him. Nobody. I said, dude, what made you decide to get it? He goes, oh, one day I was just thinking I want to get it. I mean, it just came to me. He didn't see anything that inspired him. He didn't see nobody with it inspired him. Came to his head. It was all on his forehead and down on his face, Tiny Boys, with a 13 in it. And it looked gnarly. Talk about an eye buster. I did not like it, dude, at all. I didn't like it. When I first met Tiny Boy in 2000, catching a chain to a mainline prison with him, and I seen it, I was like, damn. It was just shocking to see. You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of My Little Pony. My Little Pony and me is a little pony, and they had like a star or something around the eye. I mean, I didn't play with My Little Ponies. My friend did. But I remembered the My Little Pony and me, and that's the first thing I thought of when I seen Tiny Boy with that tattoo. I did not like it, dude, at all. But of course it grew on me, and then you just start seeing them pop up everywhere, bro. And that dude, Danny Boy, had one of those. Another tattoo that Danny Boy had for a short time was the rocker right here that said, fuck what you think. Now, I myself, that's what my rocker says. I don't want to stretch out this beautiful, awesome shirt. But a rocker is a very important tattoo. Some wordage, some verbiage. It just goes right here. It goes really good with your chest plate. It's a good tat to get, homeboy. You need to come up with something real banging and fire to say, though. I came up with fuck what you think. And how I got it was from Danny Boy. Because he himself had fuck what you think. Until someone said, well, what's up then, dude? No, fuck what you think. And they got in a fight, and Danny got his ass whipped. And I seen him after that. He had a big old black eye. And I said, what happened to you? And he's like, some dude saw my tat. I was like, fuck what you think. And gave me a black eye. Then later I seen Danny Boy, and he had it covered up with a noose. Like a rope. And it looked like he had a noose around his neck, a rope. So I was like, well, he covered it up. I'm getting it. So then I got, fuck what you think. I ain't scared, homeboy. Then the next time I seen him, I showed him, dude, look at my new tat. Fuck what you think. And that's what I told him. I ain't scared, brother. Shit, let him step up, dog. What up? Hey, bro, I was on the streets with Danny Boy one time. We're at this pad doing Gataga. And he had some girl with him, his girlfriend, fiance, wife, whatever, some chick. And she was just crying and belly aching and just making all kinds of noise and racket about having a toothache. Very, very upset about her toothache, her tooth hurt. It was bothering her, it was hurting her, toothache. And now we were at Danny Boy's pad, him and his old lady's pad. They didn't have a car. I had a truck at the time. I'm scouting on parole, bro. Cops are looking hard for me. Parole's looking hard for me. Ironwood's there. He himself has a truck. Cops looking for him. And Danny Boy's like, Splinter, take my lady to the hospital. I'm like, no, bro. Sorry, dog. I can't. I mean, we're over Rosedale, KMC, way over on the east side of Bakersfield. Charlie Holmes. I mean, I wouldn't even take myself to the hospital for my own damn toothache, bro. I can't do it. So then he asked Ironwood, take the old lady to the doctor, hospital, toothache. Ironwood's like, nah, bro, can't do it. We're just shooting God again. She's crying about her tooth. And finally, Danny Boy's like, shut the fuck up about your tooth. You're already on heroin. What more do you want? What more do you think the hospital's going to do but give you a painkiller that is less than what we're giving you? I mean, you just did 5 big old freaking bangers like in the last 30 minutes. You should be feeling no pain. In fact, she's not like this, like, oh, my tooth hurts. Slobbering. It's like, oh, my tooth. I'm like, dang, is that what you got to do to get a big old shot? Hey, my tooth hurts too. Honey, takers? My tooth hurts. Boo crying about her tooth. Danny Boy said, shut the fuck up. You're loaded. You shouldn't be feeling no pain. Hey, so shout out to the homeboy Ace. Shout out to Spoon Dog. And shout out to Danny Boy. And shout out to the brother that hooked up the whole comedy club thing. I got 3 weeks to dial in this routine. And bro, yeah, not only do I want you to support sobriety, but hopefully you guys support me and the whole comedy routine thing. I think it'll be great for the channel. And people have been suggesting for a while, hey, you're a funny dude, Splinter. Let me laugh my ass off, dog. Do some comedy. I'm working on it. Now I'm going to cut the string and let it fly. Peace.